Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Look at here. There it is. We're gonna put that in a Ford LTD. I'm just joking you, man. My buddy know he don't want this motor, so I'm gonna hand him tools, and he's gonna turn the wrenches, and we're gonna pull his motor out of here. And I might put it in my truck. I don't know. It does have a turbo 350 on it, but I like my granny low standard. I think it'll just bolt right in. I don't know. I mean, I wish I had the headers that come off of it. This used to be my truck in the beginning, and my wife talked me out of it because she said it just had too far to go. You know, it was one of those things where she got tired of looking at it in the yard. You know, the dash has all been chopped up in it. I do like that air conditioner. I thought about trying to talk him out of that, but man, I'm alright. I don't need no air conditioner in my Louise. I don't think Louisa needs an air conditioner. My wife said she's fine without it. I do like these seats. They're kind of faded, but they're cloth, and cloth gets dirty real easy. That ain't the original steering wheel on it. I don't think. I think that's a later model stereo. But as you can see, I mean, even the windshield ain't in it all the way. You know, there's no door panels on it. I think I did a good thing by getting Louise instead of this one. I kept this one for like 5 years, I think. I traded a car straight across for it that was running, and I really wanted to get this one going. Somebody stuck some Rhino liner all over the dash. I didn't do that. Hey, that Sun Pro in there. That's a temperature gauge. I want to see if you'll let me have that, because I need a temperature gauge. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get off here and let this go. I'm gonna get off here and let this go. Oh, by the way, if anybody wants this thing, he's wanting $1,000 for the cab and the front end and the frame, and he's just gonna let me have the motor out of it because it runs. I put it in gear, started it, and ran it, but it's been parked for like, I ran it 5 years ago, I think, maybe 4 years ago. So my time was 15, 16, 17. Maybe it's been about a couple of years since it's been started. Maybe 3 years since it's been started and ran. So I think it ought to be okay. I just hate to get the daggum thing in there and then something goes wrong and I got to pull it back out, you know. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But I sure do like this motor here. It's got a high-rise intake manifold. It did have a Holley double pumper on top of it. They told me it had an RV cam in it when I got it, but you know how it is. What you hear and what it is really, you know, can't believe everything you hear. But I'm glad that he decided to just give me the motor out of it, even though after I gave it, the story on this one was I told him, my wife said, if you'll just leave this thing in Louisiana, I got another truck for it. Your daughter wants some money to go get you a birthday present. And he said, well, it was supposed to be a surprise. They were supposed to be a surprise, but they had to tell me, look, we just want you to leave this one in Louisiana. Just sell it. Just sell it. And I said, no, I'm not just going to sell it. Just sell it. I said, I'll call my buddy Noe up and he can come and get it. And that way, if we don't get my yellow truck, Louise, that we named her now, then I'll still keep this and pay him for the towing services. And I ended up getting Louise. And the other day we just happened to be, you know, talking and conversating and shooting the crap back towards each other, and he says, man, why don't you just come and get this motor, man? Come get the motor and the transmission, and you can have it. And so I'm thinking about putting it in Louise, because it sure would make it. I think it would get better gas mileage. I really do. I know there's a lot of people that argue with me out there, but Louise, with that inline six, man, it's always one thing or another on them, man. This guy named Greg, he's had a handful of them, and he told me the same thing. You would be much pleased, very much more pleased with it if you put a small block, you know, 350 Chevy in it. And here's my